You might be surprised to learn that some of the most profitable YouTube channels are actually some of the most basic ones. And these creators aren't chasing trends or trying to be viral. They're sticking to niches so simple that anyone could start, but they're still pulling in thousands of dollars every month. And I'm about to show you exactly how these seemingly basic channels are thriving and why you should be paying attention. So if you appreciate this type of content, let me know by gently tapping that like button, and let's jump into the video right after we talk about a quick disclaimer. We're gonna be going over a bunch of successful YouTube channels, and this is going to be inspirational, motivational, and educational. With that being said, just like any other business out there, most YouTube channels fail. Most people who try to have success on YouTube fail. And that is why I provide these videos to show you the examples of success, and I also educate you during the videos and show you exactly how I was able to be successful and other YouTubers were able to be successful as well. And just doing that alone is gonna put you ahead of most people out there. With that being said, if you wanna take your chances of success to the next level, you need to attend this completely free live workshop, which I'm gonna be doing this week, which you can check out by clicking the link in the description in the pinned comment below. On this workshop, we're gonna help you with all of the things that people mess up on, like picking their niche correctly, coming up with the right video ideas, making the right type of content in general, as well as a step-by-step strategy to make YouTube videos, monetize your channel, and have success on YouTube. So do not miss out on this, because I'll also be providing an AI that specifically helps with picking the niche, because that's probably one of the most important parts. And again, check it out by clicking the link in the description in the pinned comment below. And with that being said, let's jump in with number one on the list, which is Epic Gardening. Now, this channel literally just covers gardening, and usually they're teaching the basics of gardening as well. So the owner of this channel is a very advanced gardener. He knows a lot about gardening, and just from AdSense alone, according to vidIQ, they're making about $12,000 to $37,000 a month. And according to ViewStats, they're making about $6,000 to $19,000 a month as well. So really, really good money just from AdSense alone. But would you be surprised to know that they're actually making 6 figures a day? Not 6 figures a week, not 6 figures a month, 6 figures a day from this channel and this brand. Well, 2 years ago, Kevin did an interview saying he was making about $27 million a year. And then recently he did an interview saying he's making about $45 million a year. And that's because he's making a ton of money directly from YouTube, monetizing his channel in the correct way, because he sells a bunch of stuff. He of course has links to his website, links to his other social media platforms. And if you look in his description, he has lots and lots of links to different stuff that you can buy if you want to get started gardening as well. And this leaves us with a very important lesson, which is you cannot figure out how much a channel is making just from the amount of views they're getting, or even the money they're making from AdSense. Because there's some channels that can only make money from AdSense. Typically those are more entertainment channels, but if you make educational, which in many cases they're very simple and very boring, educational channels where you're just teaching the basics of something, you can make a lot of money from AdSense, but you can make far, far more from selling products and services on the channel. So just as an example, on this channel you're watching right now, Shane Hummus, I make about $20 per 1,000 views, but I make over $400 per 1,000 views from all the other ways of monetizing the channel. And it's likely the exact same thing for Epic Gardening. And I need to emphasize how basic these videos are. For instance, his most viewed video, How to Grow Ginger in Containers and Get a Huge Harvest, starts off with him just recording with a cell phone in his backyard, and then he basically just takes the cell phone and he shows people how to grow ginger in containers. That's it. I mean, it is insanely basic. It's an 11-minute video that probably took him about 20 or 30 minutes to record, and that's it. So of course this is an extreme example. This guy is obviously making more than $100,000 a day, but it just goes to show how much opportunity there is out there in different niches. Now, another thing that he's doing, which I think is really smart, is he's using the syndication method. So this is where you treat YouTube as your main core channel, and then you syndicate your content to all of the other different platforms, including your blog. And he's doing that with his channel. A lot of the content from his other platforms, clips from his main YouTube channel, or the ideas for those platforms come from his main YouTube channel. And that's something that we, of course, teach people how to do. We also teach people how to monetize and pick the right niche in the first place, etc. So definitely attend the live training. It's completely free. I'm giving you hours of my time completely free, giving you free AI, a step-by-step guide to get started. And afterwards, I will answer literally any question that you have. It's gonna be on Zoom. It's gonna be a Zoom call where you can ask me questions. I'll be answering them. So do not miss out on it. Click that link in the description in the pinned comment below, and I look forward to seeing you there. But you might be thinking, Shane, this channel started a long time ago. They have millions of subscribers. A lot of their videos get millions of views. So this isn't relatable to me, right? Because they're making a ton of money, but they're also getting millions of views. Well, let me introduce the second channel, which is gonna be College Hacked. Now, this is a channel that literally just teaches people how to graduate from college quickly, right? So they talk about it right here. Usually college takes 4 to 6 years, costs over $50,000, whereas Dr. Clifford Stoomey graduated in 1 year for $7,000, and they helped a ton of people do exactly the same. In fact, most of their clients graduate for under $8,000 and in under 18 months, and they all graduate from accredited, reputable schools.
All right, quick break. I'm hanging out with my brother Zach right now. He's not a tech guy at all, and he made $214 in a single day on YouTube. And I just wanted to let you know that this week we are hosting a free one-time live workshop. So one thing that people struggle with the most is finding their niche, and that is why we actually created an AI called the Niche Validator that's going to help you find your niche or help you dial in your niche if you already have one. And we're going to be giving away this Niche Validator this week at a live workshop, and it's called the YouTube Content Advantage for Making Money in 2026. If you're struggling to find your niche, or you don't want to commit months or even years to a niche that ends up not being profitable, then this is for you. So click the link in the description in the pinned comment below, and once you register, hit add to calendar so it shows up on your Google, Apple, or Outlook calendar. And if for whatever reason you're watching this in the future, still check the link in the description in the pinned comment below, because we may be doing another live workshop in the future, and it'll tell you when. Now, you'll also be able to ask me questions live, so I look forward to meeting you. And you'll also get an update on how this guy is doing on YouTube as well. So see you this week, and back to your regularly scheduled programming.
So this is a really cool niche, and basically Dr. Clifford Stoomey and his partner have helped a ton of people graduate from college early. But if you look at their channel using vidIQ, it says they're only making about $200 to $600 a month. And if you look at view stats, it's gonna be even less, $100 to $300 a month, and only about 100,000 views in the last 28 days. So you would probably look at this channel and think, why in the world is College Hacked even uploading videos? They're clearly not making enough money to justify this. But that is where you would go wrong, because this happens to be one of my testimonials and I help them monetize their channel properly. In fact, with one conversation, I added $24,000 a year in recurring income, and it grew a lot more after that. And in fact, this channel definitely makes well over 6 figures a year. Even though it's a small channel, about 37,000 subs, they don't upload that often, and their videos are incredibly basic. So for instance, he worked 14 hours a day to graduate in 8 weeks. Here's how he did it. Just an interview video on Zoom. Same with this one, another interview video on Zoom. Here's a Q&A video from 3 weeks ago. Pretty simple. Here's another Zoom interview, another one. And their latest video is just a basic talking head video. No crazy fancy editing or anything like that, relatively basic. Yet this channel is making 6 figures a year easily. And they do it because of proper monetization. Think about it like this. You can either give a little bit of value to a ton of people, or you can give a massive amount of value to a small amount of people. And when you make niche content, you can dive really deep into very specific subjects and give a massive amount of value to a very small niche of people. So it's kind of like being a general practitioner versus being a brain surgeon. General practitioners can probably see hundreds of clients a day, whereas brain surgeons can probably only do 1 operation per day, but they probably save the person's life. And the general practitioner might have handed out a bunch of cold medication or something like that, so they help people a little bit, but they help a lot more people per day. But who makes the most money? Generally speaking, brain surgeons do, especially when you consider how many people they have to deal with. And that applies especially to YouTube, because a lot of the time niche channels can make really good money with just a tiny channel. So a lot of people assume that lots of views equals lots of money. That's not always true. And they also assume that very few views equals very little money. That's also not always true. There's more nuance to it than that. But yeah, this channel is super basic. They also help a ton of people graduate from college. They just have lots and lots of different testimonials of people that they've helped graduate from college and save tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in opportunity cost and direct money by getting a legit college degree and graduating earlier, which is awesome. And by the way, these are the types of channels that I love working with, channels that solve people's problems. So obviously channels like Epic Gardening, where they help a lot of people a little bit, that's more of a mass market channel. But also I love working with these little niche channels like College Hacked, who really solve people's problems and just give a massive amount of value to society. And basically what Dr. Clifford Stumey, as well as his partner, did when they were starting this channel is they thought to themselves, how could we help the younger versions of ourselves? And then they just did that thing, you know? And obviously the younger version of himself was struggling with college, didn't want to spend all that money and all that time to get a college degree. And by doing a ton of research, he figured out how he could hack the college degree system. And then he just shared how he did it with a bunch of other people. And that's something that I recommend that you do in many cases is literally just pretend like you're helping the younger version of yourself. What would you help yourself with? Make content about those things. That's what I did to start my channel. That's what Dr. Clifford Stumey did. And that's what many other people have done as well. But again, if you need help picking your niche, I highly recommend that you attend the live training because that's what we specialize in helping people do. So click that link in the description in the pinned comment below. All right, next channel is going to be Roberta's Gym. And this is an animated fitness channel that basically helps you to stay fit, lean, and energized. So what makes this so interesting is of course the fact that it's animated. Now it used to be that animations, especially when this channel first started, were actually quite difficult to make. But recently, because of AI, animations have become easier and easier to make. And this channel is now making $11,000 to $33,000 a month just from AdSense alone. And according to View Stats, they're making about $14,000 to $40,000 a month. Now, if we look at their most popular video here, 8 best exercises to shrink stomach fat fast, you will see that it got 67 million views and made over $335,000. That is a nice house in most places. So one video, animated video, they didn't even have to do anything in the video themselves, made $335,000. Not bad. And keep in mind, this channel's gotten 1.2 billion views. So they've probably made about 20 times more than this at least from the channel. So I'm guessing they've made at least $10 million from the channel when you combine AdSense as well as other monetization methods. So $10 million is a lot of money. And they probably made more than that, to be honest, because they're probably monetizing a lot better. They've got an app, etc. Now, in my opinion, channels like this, especially in quote unquote saturated niches like fitness, are gonna get more and more popular. And basically you need a way to stand out in these types of niches. So I could see one thing that a lot of people could do to stand out in these niches is to kind of make these cartoon characters or just use existing cartoon characters and then have them do workouts. So for instance, One Punch Man or something like that, somebody from an anime, have them do workouts and then you can kind of work out along with them and it feels like you're working out with one of your favorite characters from a movie or an anime or maybe a video game. Speaking of animes, movies, video games, the next channel is The Rad Brad. This channel basically does video game walkthroughs and they make about $8,000 to $24,000 a month. So what the channel does is they basically record themselves playing the video game, they go through each of these games, and then they make a voiceover at the end where they talk about how to get through the game and some of the significant parts of it. So he's basically getting paid a ton of money to play video games, which is pretty epic. Now, the videos themselves are relatively basic. They do probably take quite some time to make. With that being said, he's still making a ton of money doing this, and I'm sure he's monetizing in other ways as well. Now you might be thinking, Shane, all these are great, but where are the ladies at, right? Because you know, half my audience or so, maybe a little bit less than half is women. And what kind of channels can women make, right? You're showing me like video games and stuff like that that's traditionally more, you know, male type stuff, and you're showing me all male creators. So what about women? Now I don't play video games, I don't watch anime, whatever. What can I do? Okay, fair question. Check out this channel right here, Acre Homestead. This channel is of course going over Becky's Acre Homestead, and she does a lot of different content about her homestead, but one of her most popular series is Cook Once and Eat for a Month, breakfast, dinner, and dessert freezer meals. And then she's made those types of videos many times where she basically cooks enough food to feed her entire family for an entire month, which is pretty epic. So she literally just records what she was already gonna do anyways, and then puts it up on YouTube, which is pretty epic. And that's what makes this content so basic. She records with a relatively basic camera, usually just recording with her phone, and she literally just shows people how she's doing this meal prep.
Because I still had it preheated.
And she's making $6,000 to $19,000 a month, according to vidIQ. And according to ViewStats, she's making $8,000 to $22,000 a month. Now, of course, she could be monetizing this very well. She teaches people how to prep meals, and then she could sell all kinds of different things, cooking equipment, maybe some meal preps themselves, like pre-made meal preps, all kinds of different stuff like that can help other people to meal prep better and save a bunch of time cooking stuff in the kitchen as well. But that's not all. Check out this channel, which is literally about doing basic makeup, basically minimalist type makeup. Her channel banner says less is more. Her name here is Haley Kim, and her channel is all about basically just doing super basic makeup. So makeup where it doesn't even look like you have makeup on, basically. And she's making $5,000 to $16,000 a month from this channel, and that's just from AdSense alone. And this is her most viewed video according to ViewStats, no foundation makeup routine, tips for covering blemishes without foundation. That got 3 million views and made $15,000. So this channel is the definition of basic. And also the videos themselves are pretty basic too. It's literally her just putting the makeup on, that's it. So she's crushing it, making a full-time income, 6 figures a year with a super basic channel. But you might be thinking, well, Shane, these are like girly girl channels. These are just like stereotypically girly channels. Cooking, making food, putting on makeup. What about for me? I'm not a girly girl. Well, here's a channel, Kirsten McGowan. Her channel is all about home renovation. And of course, most of her viewers are women. So just as an example, our 2026 home renovation project list and her renovating all of the different stuff at her house. Or this video right here, IKEA home organization ideas plus haul, all recorded with a phone. And according to vidIQ, she's making about $2,000 to $6,000 a month. Doesn't look like she's uploading nearly as much as she used to, but she's gotten 200 million views, and her most viewed video got 7 million views and made $36,000. And that's just from AdSense alone. I'm sure she's able to monetize this channel much better in other ways, like with affiliate marketing or sponsorships, etc. And if any of these channels see this and they're not monetizing like this, attend my live training. Click that link in the description in the pinned comment below, because you need to be. And honestly, most YouTubers are really bad at monetizing. And by the way, our live workshops are completely free. Again, click the link in the description in the pinned comment below to attend them. We give a ton of amazing stuff away at these live workshops. I answer your questions, literally hours sometimes, completely free, any question that you have. And each live workshop is unique and it only happens one time. And we also have unique bonuses that go along that we only give away one time. So do not miss out on it. It's this week. Click the link in the description in the pinned comment below. And even if you watch this in the future, still click the link and it will tell you what time we're doing the next one. We're thinking about starting to do them on the weekends and stuff, so click that link. With that being said, we do have an elite coaching program where we accept a very specific type of person. And let me tell you what that type of person is. 1, YouTubers who are already crushing it and they want to crush it even more. 2, YouTubers that are getting a lot of views, but they're having trouble monetizing and they want our help with monetization. 3, business owners who basically want to use YouTube to get more views, build their brand, and get more leads for their business. And 4, people who want to treat YouTube like a business, people who want to treat YouTube like a professional. So if you're willing to treat it like a professional, treat it like a business, and you want to start right now, and you're very serious about it, we may consider working with you as well. We only work with about 18% of people who applied to our company last time we did the numbers. We're very picky about who we work with. We only work with people who we think we can get results for. So if that sounds like you, go ahead and click the link in the description in the pinned comment below. This will take you to a video and you'll be able to book a call with us after watching that video. On this call, we'll figure out where you are right now, where you want to be. We'll make a plan to get there and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together or not. The call will be valuable whether we end up working together or not. But again, only apply if you're very serious about growing and making money on YouTube. And here's an example right here of someone who did apply to work with us. Sean, he started off, he was making $30,000 a month. After working with us, he made over $500,000 in a single month. And you'll see a bunch of our success stories by clicking that link in the description in the pinned comment below as well. So yeah, watch this video right now to see the results that we've helped people get.